doing good.
That's good. How am I doing? I'm doing great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like you just, like, shaded me then.
No, I ain't shading.
I had a lot of thoughts going on in my mind.
I saw it. I know that was the next question, so I just, we here, we in sync.
I was already on to the next topic.
Yeah.
It's my Saturn return.
Yeah. So, big things is popping.
Yeah, I guess.
I went through it, so I understand how you feel.
You were silent.
Yeah, it was...
29? I thought you was going to leave me.
Nah, I wasn't going nowhere. I was just pondering.
Bro, pondering.
Yeah.
like we would be in the car and you'd just be looking out the window. I'm like, this nigga's playing a hands escape.
No, I was just pondering, man. I was trying to figure out my life and what the hell I'm doing.
30's rough, man.
Yeah, 30's rough. But once you get over that cluster,
I know. I've been like talking a hole in your head about college and everything.
Yeah.
It's not the shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just reflecting.
Yeah. It's a reflection period.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't change anything, though. Honestly, like, I'm turning 30 in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I don't know. Everything's really good, I think.
Yeah. I
chose my career really early.
Mm-hmm.
Real estate. PowerCoupleRealEstate.com.
Let's go.
And I knew since I was in kindergarten that I wanted to be a parent.
Yeah, for sure.
I knew I wanted to be a wife. I knew I wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
Those are like the two things I knew for certain. Some kids know they want to be a doctor.
Yeah, lawyer.
Astronaut.
Firefighter.
Anime character.
All that.
Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Master.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's my age group.
Yeah, for sure.
Purple Power Ranger,
Yeah, for sure.
I knew I wanted to be a mom and a wife.
Yeah. I was different. I didn't, I didn't know I wanted to be married until I met you.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because when we was friends and I was like, oh, you should get married. You were like, P-I-M-P, baby.
It's like, nah.
I never hang up my player coat.
Right. I was like, the jersey is staying on.
Whatever. You a long-term Barbie.
Man. I was a long-term Barbie with no ring on my finger. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. But I always admired my parents and how, they was married and they had kids. And being one of their kids, like all the fun that we had together with my siblings. We was super deep. We had a minivan. A Carolina blue minivan. We stayed, it was rocking. And that was so fun to me. And I was like, I did have thoughts like, well, if I do have kids, I want them to rock. Not a minivan, because I would never buy one of those.
Well, they definitely be rocking. Cause
yeah. They rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. They quiet right now. But for the most part, it be rocking. But I think that's good, though. So I guess we're talking about parenting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Getting into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Had Mac when I was 19.
Yeah.
Pretty much kid myself.
Yeah. How was that experience for you at 19?
Being pregnant at 19 is weird because you don't want to be like a stereotype, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was married, so it was kind of like inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been married.
I mean, as soon as we got married, everybody was like,
oh, when you gonna have a baby?
When you gonna have a baby?
Put a baby in there, put a baby.
Yeah. And, for the married couples out there that don't want kids, then this is y'all prerogative. Don't let nobody pressure you.
I watched the Sex and the City movie, and Mr. Big and Carrie, rest in peace, Mr. Big, but Big, it was this lady, and she was like so when are you guys gonna have kids? And Kara's like, we just decided that it wasn't for us. Mm-hmm. And the lady was like, what?
Right.
You're selfish.
But
I was like, it hit me though. I was like, she just completely like said she wasn't gonna have kids, and like I didn't know that was an option. I'm not saying that, you know, I regret my kids. That's not what I'm saying. But nobody's ever told me that was an option. Like, you could not have kids and just be married. Yeah,
you can not have kids, and you know, I knew we was gonna have kids, but you know, we could have definitely like traveled. Here's one if you guys just heard that. But you know, to take the time out to travel and do like, you know, couple things. But I call it single couple.
Yeah, like
because you ain't got, because you really is married to these kids.
Yeah, like the kids make the marriage deeper.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like, you think you home when you married. Like, you think you're in the house when you married. Like, you really in the house when you got kids.
You really
People don't invite us to stuff. They be like, oh, Shanae and Mario, we would have invited you, but you know you have the kids. Like, what? I like to have fun, too.
Yeah, my kids like to have fun, too.
Right. I'll bring my kids to the bar.
Yeah.
Y'all got french fries?
Right. They good. They be chilling. They turn up with us.
Heck yeah, they do. We had them all at the brewery.
Yeah, they be chilling though. They love it. They love socializing. They love networking as much as we do.
Yeah, but you know, our parenting style is we take them with us.
Yeah, for sure.
We take them with us. Fully
hands on.
Yeah, like as far as like us and how we run our business, like sometimes our kids are with us in the office. Sometimes they come with us to closing. Sometimes they're with us for showing. Sometimes, and it's like for me, it's like if you can't deal with that, like my life, my work, it's all entangled.
Right, exactly.
I work from home. I'm a parent. I flex between wife, realtor,
right,
and mommy, exactly. all day long.
All day long. So you have to be, you know, it's just a super adjustment.
It is, yeah, for sure.
But I think it's important. I love the way we doing it because it's so important for them to see what we doing and see how we doing it. And you know, because the best example, like, kids is not going to listen to what you say. No,
and that was one thing that I've learned in my personal life is, like, my mom might have said, don't do X, Y, and Z, but I did X, Y, and Z. But
I need to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, the gold was in the learning.
Right. Right. The gold was in the, you know, looking at what your parents did and how they did it.
Right. And, you know, taking what you want from it. Discarding what you don't want. I think that's how we do better generationally.
Yeah, for sure. Just the glow up. Like, I think one of the biggest lessons I learned from my dad was consistency. Like, that man went to work for 26 years straight without missing a day.
Yeah.
Whoa. And the only reason why he missed a day is because the company moved.
Yeah, that was it.
Whoa. You know, and that's one lesson that I always try to take, you know, just to work on my consistency. I'm not the most consistent, but
I can't even cook dinner on time.
Man, I'm not the most consistent, but this is something that, you know, I love to work on.
You're consistent. We're consistent as in, like, our character, like who we are, like our honesty, our integrity, our loyalty to one another, the energy that we put into, you know, what we're building together. Like, we're consistent definitely. About.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna change.
Nah, but it's the action sometimes.
Yeah, man, because you be tired. One thing about being inclusive parents like that, though, we do be tired.
We be so tired.
Yeah.
I will be like, hey, let's go out this weekend, and people be like, all right. And then once the weekend comes, I be like, baby, I just want to sit on this couch,
right,
and binge watch P-Valley.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Like, people be like, what are we doing? I'm home. I put my bonnet on. I'm not going anywhere.
Right. It's like, it's a wrap. This weekend is a wrap. I feel you. I mean, we just, you know, inclusive.
So a big thing about parenting was, like, when Mac started school, like, as they progress through the grades, it gets difficult. It gets more difficult as far as, like, work, the expectations from teachers. They're dealing with the pressure and then you know, the teacher's always putting pressure on you
right.
to help them out.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, it's a lot. So like we were seeing stress in our relationship. I think it was this year, beginning of 4th grade. Mm-hmm. And it was Mackenzie's not doing her work, or this isn't happening, or blah 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 blah. And like I'm always, and it's stressful, and then I'm fussing at her. Why aren't you doing your work? What are you doing? You know what you're supposed to do at school. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take this. This is gonna happen. And it was like nothing was changing. Mm-hmm. You know, like no matter how much I fuss,
right, nothing
was changing.
Right.
So that's when I went on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And looked up parenting books. Yeah. Because if you look back on our past podcasts, we're very big believers in reading.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're going to figure it out.
Answers in the book.
Answers always in the book.
So the book we picked up was Self-Driven Child by William Stixrud.
Yeah, we was looking for something to kind of motivate her. Mm-hmm. But, you know, that book went way deeper.
It did, because... a disclaimer about the book, and he touches on it a little bit, but the book kind of is from a standpoint of parents that are like more privileged in the world. They can afford to like put their kids in like these, you know, what is it? What did they do? It was SAT training, SAT prep school prep, mm-hmm. those sort of thing. Prep. Like they pay them thousands of dollars to like deal with their kids because they don't know what to do. But the book was so valuable to me because I think all of us want to be self-driven. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the reason why we struggle with consistency is because our parents did everything for us.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
They reminded us to get up in the morning. Mm-hmm. They told us to wash the dishes, told us to do this, I mean, that was my experience anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the autonomy level, I had a little autonomy, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, my mom picked my clothes out to the 6th grade.
Oh, man.
And it was like, no matter how much I told her, I hate these DKNY pants, Mom. Right. Then she would say, you're being ungrateful. Donna Karen, New York is the stuff.
Yeah. You didn't understand the quality.
What did I care about some Donna Karen, New York? I just wanted Skechers.
Man. But it's crazy because, like, if you grew up in that household, like, they would have got you those Skechers. Like, oh, that's what you want? Alright.
Man, wait. Now, see, I feel like y'all had a lot more autonomy than I did growing up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was a lot of y'all.
Yeah, he had no choice.
Because y'all was going to do it.
It was deep.
Keep up with all them kids.
So deep.
For y'all.
Yeah, we had a lot of autonomy. So we made, like, a lot of choices ourselves. I think that helped me a lot. Because, it was a certain point that like Mom really didn't check my homework or check my report card or you know, and during those periods of time, I think she stopped learning around the 10th grade, and then so from like the 10th grade to the 12th grade, I'm on the A and B honor roll. Yeah. That's just for myself because it's something that I wanted to achieve. Yeah,
my mom stopped checking my work in the 10th grade too. Yeah. Yeah. When I got a job, it was like I was a little adult at that point. Yeah. Once I started paying my Virgin Mobile phone bill.
Yeah, you paying your own bills.
Yeah, I was paying my own bills, buying my own clothes. I was had some paper.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
For sure.
But as far as the book touched on, I want to circle back to the teacher thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk trash about teachers, right? Because it's a difficult job.
Yeah, for sure. You got to deal with students and you got to deal with the school board and how they want you to teach. So I understand the frustration.
And we talk to a lot of our past clients that have been teachers, and they talk about why they left.
Yeah, because of that.
Right, because the school board doesn't give them any autonomy to help their kids the way that they need to be helped. But teachers, one thing I've learned about teachers is like now... they have apps, right? So like you're communicating with the teacher through apps, so it makes you more accessible. Like I feel like back in the day it was like they had to really go out their way to call your mom and set up an appointment. You know what I'm saying?
And that was a lot.
That was a lot. Like, you know, you messed up if they went out the way to call your parent.
Man. Like, you really in trouble.
You really in trouble, or you're freaking genius.
Right. Exactly.
But now the teacher can hit you up anytime.
Exactly.
So our issue was, like, teacher was always hitting me up about Mac not finishing her schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we was always fussing about it. But the book helped me to understand that when the teacher hits you up, the teacher is trying to relieve herself of the responsibility of, you know, maintaining that order in class.
Right.
So if your child isn't doing something that the teacher needs them to do, it's something going on with the teacher.
Right.
So you have to give them back the autonomy to say, hey, what did I tell the teacher? I said, hey, I appreciate you reaching out to me and letting me know, you know, Mackenzie is struggling to finish her work, but I'm not a teacher, so I don't really know what I can do to help the situation.
Right, exactly.
I said, you know, Mackenzie enjoys being in your class. She enjoys being around you. She does, you know, enjoy,
you
know, what you're offering her, but it just seems like, you know, you guys need to work on your relationship.
Yeah. Right.
So, of course, like, I sweetened it up too. Like, I did start sending, like, Starbucks gift cards and things of that nature, just to say, hey, I'm supporting you guys and figuring it out.
Yeah, y'all figure out y'all relationship. But I think that's, like, super important because a lot of teachers, you know, sometimes have a hard time connecting, especially, you know, from different cultural backgrounds. It's a hard time connecting with students. And so I think, you know, what you did, like, that was amazing because, like, now the ball is in your court. How are you going to connect with this child? How are you going to connect with this student so that she can get what she need out this classroom?
Yeah.
You have to dig down and find the solution of why she's not turning in her work.
Right.
What is really going on?
And we had to, the book, you know, I had to stop yelling.
Yeah.
Because it was stressing you out.
Yeah, it was.
It was like, Shanae, this isn't working.
Yeah, man. I was like, y'all got to chill, man. You know, I don't like all that fussing.
So we sat down and we had a conversation with her, and I was like, what's up? What's the deal? She was like, you know, I'm asking her for help, but it just feels like she's always so busy. And then when I ask her for help, she tells me to, like, ask somebody else, but I'm like, they don't know what they're doing either. So I was like, okay, so this is a teacher problem. Because Mac the type of person, like, if you're not giving her the same energy she's giving you, she gonna check out. Yeah,
she will check out. That's the big Leo energy. And come to find out, her teacher had big Leo energy. Yeah. So they just had to figure out their relationship on that type of level.
Yeah, because so giving the teacher back the autonomy to handle that, because the book, one of the most important points of the book to me was our job as parents is to enjoy them.
Yeah. For sure. And that part helped me out too, because on the flip note, like, dealing with Hop and her eating habits. Yeah. Like, we used to go at it like, yo, you just wasting food. I mean, you're not touching nothing on your plate, and then we throw the food away, and then you like, I'm hungry. I'm like, yo, come on. Yeah. We used to go at it every single night during dinner time, and, like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that note. I'm gonna just enjoy. And let her sit here, and if she don't eat, that's on her. I'm not fixing nothing else. I'ma just enjoy her. Yeah. And, you know, everything been copacetic after that.
Yeah, she started eating more. I told you, Piper is like, if you, I don't know what y'all got going on.
It's the big Gemini
she came for you.
Energy. Right. For real. And we just have to, you know, figure out our relationship. But Hop is, one thing about Hopper, she is like a genius for real. Yeah. Teach her something one time, she got it. And then she'll practice that thing until it's perfect.
Yeah, and she's a perfectionist, and she will get it right in like 3 tries. Yeah. I was like, dang, you one of them people that just like good at everything.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, but like at school, with school right now, she just got it. you know.
She's real shy, so it took her the first half of school to even warm up to the teacher.
Whole semester. A whole semester. Like,
but once she warmed up, everybody's like, oh my God, she's a genius.
You're right. Exactly. So, you know, she's doing her thing. But, yeah, man, it's just enjoying.
Yeah, enjoying them. Yeah. And the book also talked about parenting as a consultant. So what I enjoyed about the book was like, because we run our own business, and it was basically teaching you how to parent as a consultant. Like, you know, homework time, let them do their homework, and you just let them know, like, hey, if you need help on your homework, I'm free from 5 to 6. So within that time, come talk to me and we can work it out. Or, you know, if it's anything, you know, those are my office hours. Yeah. Okay, Big I was Red. Like, wow, you say Big Red. What are my office hours?
My office hours from 9 to 5.
Yeah, but just setting a space for them, carving out that time for them.
For sure.
And that's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, for sure.
Mac has talked to me about a lot more. Just giving her the time, like, okay, that's my time.
Yeah, right. And I mean, just like, yeah, she shares everything. I mean, absolutely everything.
Yeah, and for me, everything. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Pineapples. Right.
For sure.
But yeah, I like that she does talk to us about things going on socially and going on with school. So the fact that she opens up and like she'll come downstairs and peek, hey, can I talk to you for a second? That always makes me feel good. So it means that she feels safe opening up to us, and that's I feel like that's the marker that we doing good.
Yeah, and that's what you want your kids to do, is to open up. You know, don't feel ashamed of telling you things.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know, when I was growing up, there was certain things, you know, I wouldn't tell my mom.
Yeah, but it's like those things that you wouldn't tell your mom. Who you telling?
You telling
your friends. Homies. And they gonna give you some dumbass advice.
They gonna give you the dumbest advice.
And then your mama gonna find out that you've been doing things. Because
they told their mama.
Them. And then
right. And now I'm in trouble.
An inside joke.
Right. Right. So
now like, you in trouble.
Now I'm in trouble.
Because you don't listen to some dummies.
Right.
Oh, I know what you should do. No.
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 Don't do that. But, you know, yeah, man. I think it's great. She tells us stuff. It may come to a point where she don't tell us everything, but, you know, the floor is open.
Yeah, and she know nothing's taboo.
Yeah, and she know we find out everything anyway.
Y'all can see my face.
Yeah, big sass energy.
Very big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm enjoying being a parent.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that the girls are getting older.
Yeah.
I'm watching them come into their own little personalities. Like, Harper is talking so much. Ever since she hit 5, it's like
it's been on. It's been big on. Like, cool, man. Yeah, but I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying, like, you know, our world.
Traveling.
This is
seeing
like my favorite.
Things with them and having experiences. Yeah,
just taking them to do different things off the beaten path. And letting them see the world. I think the world is the best teacher, you know. So if they can go see a cavern, or, you know, go see LA,
see the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, definitely, like China one day.
Yeah,
you know,
we're planning big trips in the future.
Yeah,
but yeah, my biggest thing is for them to not be afraid of the world, to to not be afraid to, like, step out and do things. Like, I hope that, you know, they live in Europe for a little bit, or, you know, just I just need our kids to know that
It's options.
It's so many options.
Yeah.
And I'm just, it's my job to open those doors to give you the ability to see all of your options, not to choose for you,
right.
but to allow you to pick what's best for you.
Give you the keys, let you get in the driver's seat, and you drive.
Right.
I'm gonna just ride in the passenger side.
Because one thing I'm learning about my little sister, she a Gen Zer. I'm like, bruh, like I can't help you. I don't have any advice for you because it's just different now.
It's very different.
And everybody thought millennials was, well, oh, they have all this MySpace and access to Amazon, blah, blah, blah. Everything's fast. No.
Yeah, Gen Zers, they grew up with the fast speed internet.
You know, she told me the other day that they have an app that you can find people for foot fetishes. It's called Foot Finder.
Wow.
This is the world we're raising our kids in.
Wow. Did not know that.
You catch your 16-year-old with some baby oil on their feet.
Right.
No, they've been compounding that allowance money.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that child porn? I do not know.
Oh, God.
It's very crazy. But
it's a different world.
It's a different world, right?
Yeah.
And rather than shelter them, tell them that they're wrong, we got to help them navigate.
Yeah. Just be open. And, you know, because anything and everything in the world, I'm a person not of judgment.
Yeah, because we was doing some highly crazy things when we were kids.
Yes, Lord.
Very dangerous. Meeting people off MySpace.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. For real.
For real.
Yeah, man. And so I say, we can help them navigate because we seen and we've been through a lot of things.
We the pioneers.
We the pioneers of it. You know what I'm saying? We the OG, triple OGs.
But at the same time, I can't give you advice.
No.
Like I don't know.
It's all
you
about
just
options.
tell me what you're thinking, and then I
Right.
can kind of like piggyback
Like,
off of your thoughts.
Yeah. Like, well, you know.
Yeah, and I think because Mac is a Gen Z.
Yeah.
She's on the young end.
The young end of the Gen Z.
That's the last of them. She is, and then Harper is an alpha.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's as far as like dealing with my little sister, my brother, and like even the little Gen Z kids we run into at these daggone vegan events and stuff. It's like you just kind of have to let them you gotta let them talk to you.
Yeah.
And you can't judge them.
Right.
Because judgment really sets them off.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a thumbs
big
down.
trigger for them.
Yeah. In your personal world, get a thumbs down.
It's like, what are you telling? What are you saying?
Right. Yeah. It's something, man. Gen Zers, y'all a special generation.
They are. But, trick love kids.
Yeah, man. For sure. For sure, man. So, shout out to all the parents out there
That's raising these little Gen Z and alpha babies.
Figure it out. Shout out to all the
is.
future parents. If you want to have a child, then
Refer to this podcast.
refer to it. Touche. We might can give you some advice, but like you said, we're gonna just listen.
Yeah, and that's the best you can do for anybody.
Yeah. If you don't want to have a kid, then that's on
okay.
you.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast anyway.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just
so you can be like, see,
this.
that's why I won't be a parent. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Office hours.
Right.
Read a book.
Right, exactly. That's too much work. You want to just take care of yourself, then that's fine.
That's okay too.
Yeah, man.
Outside is expensive. That's the next podcast.
Yeah, that is the next podcast. Yeah, it's expensive out there, y'all.
So again, Self-Driven Child, William Stixford, PhD, and Ned Johnson, completely recommended. If you're, having older kids. You want them to be more autonomous, you want them to be, running their own lives and coming to you when they, hit a crossroads or, puberty.
Right, exactly. Yeah, man. Because they go through a lot of changes.
It is.
If you have a kid that's like doing too much, they even talk about that.
The stories in the book are just awesome.
Yeah.
it tells you when you need to intervene.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause you are the parent, so sometimes you have to.
One of the stories that was really, really good was the story about the parents that had the son that was wild. He was buck wild. I mean, he was abusive to him and his wife. And, like, it was always him getting arrested or having to go pull him from somewhere or trying to get him to go to rehab or just something. And, like, their life had become so much about fixing him and fixing his problems and trying to get him to college and get him on a better path. And so something ended up happening. I think he got in a lot of trouble. He ended up having to go to rehab in order to save himself.
Yeah.
And so the husband was sitting down with the guy that he was trying to get, you know, to help him out. And I think it was Ned. And he was just like, so how's everything now? He's like, actually, I feel really relieved that he's gone.
Right.
But it also led to him and his wife getting a divorce because, like, intrinsically their whole relationship was fixing him, fixing his problems.
They couldn't focus on each other.
Right. They completely lost one another. And then once he was gone, they didn't know each other.
Right.
So that's always been, like, for me, like, parenting always comes back to us. Like, I don't ever want to lose our friendship, our relationship.
Right.
So reading that book and getting your child to, you know, on a path of being self-driven and putting yourself in a place where it's not stressful parenting, but you're just enjoying them, you can keep the joy in your marriage.
Exactly. Keep it fresh, keep it funky.
Yeah,
focus on each other.
Yeah,
and put each other first, because that's the number one. That's the glue.
That's the glue.
Root.
That's the root.
You know, and, you know, parenting is, you know, it's the prize. It's the extra, you know.
Right. We both children of divorce. And, like, my parents divorced when I was in high school, and yours split
a couple years ago.
Yeah, you were older. But we both know, like...
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of my mom was just raising us, and, you know, you lose the spice.
Yeah, you lose the spice, you lose the sauce, man. You know, don't let the sauce dry up.
Yeah, for sure. Let your kids live their lives.
Let them do what they gotta do. They gonna do whatever they gotta do. And whatever they do, they just gonna do it.
Yes, from the womb all the way up.
That was a real black sentence right there. But I hope everybody get it. You gonna do what you do, and if you don't do it, then you ain't gonna do it.
And it'll be alright if you do it. It's like one of your uncles.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that boy gonna do what he do.
He gonna do what he do anyway. So you need to do what you gonna do.
Yeah, so yep, that's been our parenting journey. Again, our kids are just 5 and 9. You know, we haven't got up to the more challenging ages, but you know,
well, you know, the oldest is 14.
Yeah,
that's here sometimes, so. We get a little glimpse of that.
Yeah, but we give her space.
Yeah, we give her space. She's real chill. Super chill.
Yeah. Again, we give her space and let her talk to us when she
and even like my niece that's 15. I mean, she just give us everything. Like, she's just an open floor. Yeah. I mean, she's gonna talk.
She like to talk.
Yeah.
She always been like that though.
Yeah. She gonna like. Uncle Mario. I'm like, I know we're gonna be sitting. Go ahead and give it to me.
Yeah, man. Just I'm thankful that you do give your kids that space, because sometimes even when I was growing up, I felt like my mom gave other people's kids the space to talk more candidly than she gave me. Yeah. So
and a lot of dads out there like don't give their kids that space because they supposed to be macho and tough. And, you know.
Yeah. And, you know, I think a lot of us that grew up in those sorts of households, we get used to, you know, trying to be the vision of what our parents want us to be. And I encourage all parents to let go of that.
Yeah, man. You gotta let that go.
Yeah.
You gotta let that go.
They gotta live their life.
Yeah, for sure. They are humans too. They are, you know, just a blessing.
Right, you got your life.
Yeah, you got your life. You doing what you do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You cannot control your kids.
Everybody a disappointment to somebody.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You cannot control them, so let them do what they do. Period.
Yeah, that was my biggest lesson.
That was my biggest lesson too, because you know, we watch TV and stuff, and we had like examples of characters on TV and how they was with like the Fresh Prince or Family Matters and you know, things of that nature. And you think you're supposed to be like the hard dad or only soft moments, and you know,
or the mom is just supposed to be supporting.
Yeah, right. The mom is the only one that understands the kids and stuff like that. But you know, change the narrative, yo. Like, you don't have to be like that. You can be a father that really listens and be interactive with your children. You know, really be that lending ear from a male masculine point of view. And you know, just to give them options. Yeah,
man, options.
Yeah, man. So and you know, I know it's some women out there in play the reverse roles, but it's okay to give them a feminine version. You know, like talking to your sons or your daughters and stuff like that. Like, I see a lot of examples of women being hard on their daughters.
Yeah, I deal with that.
Yeah,
I think this is just my hood feminism.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I'm really hard on my daughters because, like, as black women in this world, we deal with a lot.
yeah, they black women, they like all the weight of the world.
Right. Like, you know, we at the bottom.
Right.
So it's like maybe we are always tough on one another is because, like, you know, we know the world gonna be tougher.
Yeah.
But lately I've been trying to work on that and, you know, trying to back up off that narrative. Like, yes, you know, we do deal with a lot in this world, but they need to know that it's not your burden to take on.
Right. It's absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Right. And a lot of women that's adult to this day haven't had that epiphany. Like, wow, like I don't have to save everybody.
Right. But you know, the women that do, you see the weight come off their shoulders.
You do.
You know,
you do,
because you don't have to save everybody. You don't have to have a solution for everybody.
We was watching this protest in Portsmouth about some statue they had up.
Oh yeah.
But it was my favorite part because she was like, the dude that was running it was like, no, we gonna let him speak. It was a white dude. We gonna let him speak, and she said no. Because I am tired. I don't have to listen anymore. Right. I said, you better tell him, sis.
Right. She was mad.
I don't know. I'm not, don't tell me I need to wait and listen.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
Right.
I'm done.
Exactly.
We taking this down today.
Yeah, that's wild.
It
and
is.
She was serious.
She was so serious. She had the bullhorn on her.
You seen the weight like lift off her shoulders.
Yeah,
like
she did. Because she told both of the men, she told the black man and the white man that she wasn't waiting anymore. And she was not going to listen.
Exactly. So you need to get the statue moving.
Right.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of men is hard on their sons for like the same reason, because especially black men. Because we have to deal with a fearful America.
Yeah.
You know, when you start getting in middle school, the world started to change. Yeah.
We looked at this thing on YouTube, and it's talking about how black boys are, you know, they become scary to, you know, their teachers once they get to a certain age.
Start maturing, muscles and height.
And I've had a lot of male friends when I was in high school that dropped out because the racism.
I had a lot of friends drop out.
A teacher telling you you're never going to be anything, and then you're already dealing with whatever you're dealing with at home. It's not fair to y'all.
I mean, like the teachers, to be in the classroom and they point out somebody and like, yo, you're not gonna be nothing.
Yeah, and that's a terrible thing.
How you get to this grade level if you don't know how to read? Things
like that, you know. Bump the fact that the system made it this way.
The system failed him.
Yeah.
You know, and it was crazy. It was one guy, like, I only seen twice in my whole years of being in the same school system. Twice.
Yeah.
Like, where was he at? You know, I was like, was you in homeschool? No.
Nope, just didn't come to school.
Just didn't come to school. And I'm like, how do you get to the 11th grade?
And you just think about, like, those experiences. Like, you guys have, like, taken those experiences and really, like, held on to them, not really talking to anybody about what you've experienced, and, like, constantly carrying that weight. Mm-hmm. So when you do finally have kids, it's like, you know, you
want to protect them at all costs.
Mm-hmm. Even if that means, you know, cutting yourself off from emotion.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what happens. We cut ourselves off from emotion, and we come from a militant standpoint. The
mask of masculinity.
Yep.
Your dad, though, like, he's super awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's one of those, like, OG dudes, but at the same time, like, he gives you, like, 5 words, and them joints be so profound.
Yeah, it changed your life. It really changed your life. You listen to him, I mean, he'll drop a half a bar, and, you know, it'll change your life. And you really think about it, and you're like, wow.
That was profound.
I mean, I remember this one time, and I was hanging out with a crew of people that was dangerous to me. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know, every friend ain't your friend. And I really thought about that thing.
Every friend ain't your friend. 5 words.
5 words. And, you know, and I cleaned up my friend list immediately. Mm-hmm. Like, I had to really think about it. Like, yo, you know what? You right. Because that wouldn't have happened, that wouldn't have happened, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Let me clean up this friend list. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, my dad was radical, man. I love that guy.
Yeah, me too. Your dad is awesome.
Yeah.
Your mom is dope because she really gave y'all, like, space to, you know, freely express yourselves.
Yeah.
And I always really admire that about your family. It's like how free y'all were.
Oh man, yeah.
I was like, yo, like I always y'all did whatever y'all wanted to do. Like in my Christian Southern Baptist family,
yeah, it was
hell no, it was lockdown central.
Right, but we you know, we went to church on Sundays too, but at the same time, I think Mom, she was just radical, and I think that just came from my grandma, and, you know, all the radicalness, like, just being free. And one thing, you know, they always taught me was, like, yo, life is life. Mm-hmm. So you got to make those choices. You got to have fun while you're here. Mm-hmm. You know, everything is not uptight and not always serious.
Yeah.
You know, and Ma always gave us the free reign to talk about whatever we want. I mean, like, yo, we gonna bring it. We gonna bring it. Like,
yeah, your mom was awesome.
When it came to, like, you know, serious things, like things you need to talk about, like sex and stuff like that. So, mm-hmm. You know, it was always good, man. I love my parents.
Yeah, me too. I'm thankful they're grandparents to our babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankful I'm married into your family.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
Yeah. My childhood was the complete opposite.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Sex.
Right.
We're not talking about sex.
Oh man.
We're not talking about sex.
But that was just, you know, protection, I guess. You know?
It was a lot. Like, I remember, I am being vulnerable right now.
Right.
But I remember, I think I was like 16. I took the purity vow. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's like when you're a Christian and you give your virginity to the Lord.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was see, y'all didn't have that, you know, kind of dynamic in your house.
I must have missed that program.
I did had a ring.
Yeah. Oh, you had a ring?
Yeah. Purity ring, and you're supposed to wear it on your ring finger, and when you get married, you're supposed to give it to your husband.
Get out of here.
I ain't lying.
Where it at? I ain't got it.
It broke in church.
See.
And when it broke, In my mind, I'm like, Lord Jesus.
Uh-oh. Like those thoughts.
Right.
Those thoughts goes a lingering.
You know that TV show Chewing Gum?
Yeah.
How the family, like, they was real Christian.
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't know nothing about sex, and her sister was real, like...
She was like, yeah.
That was me.
Oh, man. Oh,
but
man,
my family, when it was really hard to have difficult conversations about sex and relationships and things like that, or you know, those sort of, like, the real nitty gritty stuff. Yeah. It was really hard to have conversations in my house like that. But as far as like creativity, self-expression, yeah, you know, art, those things, like, my parents really cultivated that part of me. I was in theater. They supported all my dreams. I don't know if they just wanted me to get on so I could buy fur coats. I don't know.
Right. But that was good, though. Like, they supported all your arts and
they
stuff.
did. And I took piano lessons and, you know, all those things. So, like, I had a really blessed childhood. So, for me, like, the things that I was lacking, that ability to be open with my parents, I just try to make sure that, you know, our girls have that so that they can safely talk about sex and sexuality and, you know, puberty changes, because to not have that is difficult growing up, because everybody else will tell you what sex is. Exactly. Your first partner will do things to you and you think that's right, but you didn't know because nobody ever talked to you about pleasure or, you know, those consent. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, you know, that part of parenting, like, that was what was missing out of my life. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving that to them so they can be better. For sure. Wow. Yeah. It is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's crazy because on my end, it was like, you need to learn how to please my boy. Let me show you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Let me talk. We're going to talk about it. Right. Take notes. This is a picture. Right. And that's beautiful. Yeah. That is beautiful. That's so, if we can share those things, we can talk about anything. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Mm-hmm. All about choices. Yeah. Talk about it. Here's your choice. Take the choices and drive. Right. You know. Yeah. So that's parenting. That's my parenting. Childhood. Part 1. I guess we're gonna do another one when they get older. Yeah, we revisit. We gonna give you some. We gonna play that clip back. I ain't talking about sex. Right. I don't want to hear about it. I don't give a damn about that. Don't want to hear it. It don't exist. Don't come to my house looking like you 30 years old. Oh my God. Yeah, that's terrible parenting. So, yeah, that's part 1. Part 2 soon. Yeah. All right. Well, tell the people where they can find us. All right. You can find me on Instagram at Money Griffin right now. You can find our website, thepowercouplerealestate.com, where they can find you. At Afros and Condos on the Insta. Our business page on Instagram, The Power Couple. Yeah. Yep. Hit us up. Let us know. Let us know how your parenting experience is going. Yeah. Are you doing something different, or are you just, you know, following the blueprint your parents laid out? You came out pretty well, so I ain't gonna. You know, ain't no don't fix it if it ain't broke. Yeah, and if we don't get right back to you, refer to our last podcast. Taking a social media break. Yes, because that's just where we at. It just where we at. So, all right, get at us, holler at us. Yeah, peace, love, and real estate. Peace, love, and real estate.